Hello and welcome to this video. Yeah, fire lighting session. Yes. I've got a bit of action here. When you're taking the ash out, try not to throw it in anywhere. Well, there's that'll burn. And that'll burn. All these big lumps will burn. They're not finally exhausted. Ugh. Right, so got. I'm doing it differently tonight. I'm doing using this glass cleaner. How's that going to work, Jake? Glass cleaner will do it. Maybe not, So different, whether it being a log burner or glass. Maybe it's a different kettle of fish, you know, but
Welcome back to Farage with me, Martin Dorby. Now, over the weekend, insiders close to Reform leader Nigel Farage stated that Mr Farage would be willing to collaborate with former Prime Minister Boris Johnson in the national interest to defeat Labour in the upcoming election. Well, earlier on today, Mr Farage shut down those rumours with this pointed statement. Take a listen.
right. I like Nigel Farage. Ah, he's alright. Right, oh, right. So how will that go down? Right. Chuck this in. That's a bit hard to it.
Seems to me that these conversations around Pax Hove interview normally when the Tories are in very choppy water.
Right, okay. Now, got some kindling. Use this paper. Use this. Right, just chuck that in. Don't mess about. Chuck it in. Chuck that in. I need some kindling. Kindling you got then. It's all picture frame. It's like it's pine, you can. It's proper wood. You can. Jenga blocks. You can. You're always going to need. Can you see that? Have you seen my leg? I apologise. It's quite chaotic the way I do it, you know. It's quite chaotic. It's not the best way. There's Jenga blocks. I had them out, nobody wanted to buy them. So they are going to be history. Right. So right, we need a big lump of firelight there. Where's all the firelight there's gone? What the far boots are they, man? What the fuck's it? Where's it? Oh, they're here. They're sitting there. God's sake. How incompetent are you? Okay, that'll do it. Right. Are you watching? Watching, right. Open up that. Open up the vent. Right. Right, let's leave it. That'll go. That'll go. Right, so we'll get the fire going. How's that looking? See how effective this is going to be. Right. So what we're having for tea tonight? Well, I'm not quite sure. It is 7:39. I think I'll just go for a microwave thing, probably.
Leading me beautifully on to my next point. The coalition formed in the Rose Garden is the reminder to everyone, more so than anybody else, Nigel Farage, that you don't get into bed with your nearest enemy, because unless you are the lead party, you will be rolled over. Just as Nick claimed. 100%. But there's, as I said, right now, I can't see any reason why there would ever be a pact prior to an election. It just doesn't make any sense. And even afterwards, I think you're right. I can't see Farage wanting to be a junior partner in a post-election government, because he knows not to trust the Tories. But as we began this show saying, he doesn't know anyway. Brexit, migration, illegal deportations. Nigel Farage is playing his fiddle and everyone's following his tune. It's an agenda. He controls the chatter. And the chatter becomes the agenda because the Labour Party lack confidence and they're in hock to what the right-wing press say. If it were the case, the Conservative government of the last 14 years would be darn sight better than it was. Okay, well, let's leave it there. Let's move on to our next talking point to having a after this. In a triple news survey from the Times, nearly half of Gen Z have stated that they believe the UK is racist. And only 11% would fight to defend their country in a war. Well, the findings paint a stark picture of a generation increasingly disconnected from the values of Britain and national pride. While earlier generations ran it behind Britain in moments of crisis, today's youth, it seems, are more inclined to criticise and defend the nation. What we've seen the consequences of decades of narratives that have painted British history in a negative light and something to be ashamed of. Well, General Sir Patrick Sanders issued a stark warning saying a nation unwilling to fight for its freedom becomes prey in a world of predators.
Right, how's it going? I've just been sorting out my dinner. What about a drink? I guess I think it's going to go well. Right.
I don't think so. I have not faced any racism as of now. I'm from India, I'm a brown person, but I have not faced any.
See, the Indian guy, he says there's no racism.
Some definitions, absolutely yes, Britain's a racist country, but by some others, it's not.
It's not a racist. Well, it depends your definition of racism, doesn't it? It's interesting, the guy from Africa wasn't for it at all. He wanted to go back to where he come from. He's got a jacket that looks like it costs like 500 quid, you know, and he thinks it's a racist country. The Indian guy, no, I don't think it's a racist country. That's because Indians have got, the Indians I've met have all been like that. They're all like optimistic people and they're out there to do their very best. The ones that I've met, right, and it's just this racist bullshit. The whole world is racist, yeah. So obviously Britain is racist because it's in the world, right? God.
Let's take the first point initially, the 41% who say they're proud. I think that's not a bad point. I mean, young people, historically, we expect them.
Yeah, young people aren't. Right, I'm going to get myself.
The punk rockers, the Queen, the Oyster to deliver the music and the drugs and the rock and roll that the older people don't approve of. So the idea that they might actually feel a disconnect with what the state represents. After we've had a Brexit verdict, whether you like it or not, that was a generational divide in that vote. Young people didn't want it, old people did on the whole. And then you had a COVID pandemic royally by the government in control, which stymied young people's experiences at universities and at schools. I'm not
not surprised that huge numbers of them feel disaffected. Also a generation not brought up in the shadow of the Second World War, but brought up in the shadow of two wars that have got very, very complicated legacies, Iraq and Afghanistan.
Is there something else? Is that, and that is young people are being brainwashed?
Basically, if you teach people at school that their country is racist, and that is taught, if you teach it that its history is bad,
Oh, aye, it's going, we can shut the door.
all this sort of thing, then it is no surprise. Why would people risk their lives to defend something that they've been taught is not worth defending?
So what's been going on? Well, you know, well, hang on, so today we're trying Banks Amber, Amber bitter. Oh yes, I'm not bitter. Well, I won't be bitter once I have this.
To defend something, and then at that point, if you look around the world, there's many places the least racist country in the world because it's the best place to live.
I quickly ask you, Tessa,
How's that look?
this notion that we are
Oh,
being
nice.
taught, children are being taught history through
Nah,
a prism
bullshit.
of liberalism, through a prism of let's focus mainly now on the bad bits. When I was a kid, we were talking about the romanticism of Britain's past. Now, are we only ostensibly, majorly taught the bad bits? So that tells us how you Britain.
Well, it's really interesting because actually...
Quite a fruity taste.
haven't really changed since I was doing A-level 35 years ago. We still the main tenet of the A-level is the rise of Nazism. You'd be forgiven for thinking, Germany is still stuck in some kind of nightmare trap, a nationalist socialist horror story. So it's not only Britain that we pick on, but
Very nice.
it's only right.
Right, so I'm getting a bit worried about the videos. I'm not worried about it. It's just how it affects other parts of my life. Because I'm getting people. There's people are pissed off with videos. Not everybody loves them. It's a weird thing because people love watching them, but they don't get the connection that somebody's got to make them. They don't care. So, the bubble has burst. They don't get the connection. Like, look, the fact that you're a voyeur, you're watching them, means somebody like me's got to go and make them. So on one hand, I don't mean people harm, but on the other hand, I'm recording what they're doing. So they don't like it, do they? Some of them don't like it. No, they don't. They don't like it. Right, so, well, I think this is like stunning firelighting session. It's like, look at it. It's like a house on fire. Look at it. God, it's unbelievable. It's away like a train. Look at it. I'm getting good, aren't I? Getting good at starting a fire. It's like, so it's 7:39.
For suggesting that some women become trans women to win at sport, which is true. It always be next.
Some men become trans women to win at sport. Well, I think the amount of men that become women to win at sport, I think really basically any trans woman, whatever that is, right, who is going to compete, who is into athletics or sport, any type of sport, is going to be accused of doing it, like transitioning from male to female or man to woman in order to win at sport. So how do you quantify that? Or they would say, well, no, I've always felt I'm a woman. Say, no, you're doing it because you want to win at sport. I don't think. I think you're just going down the rabbit hole with that one. The whole thing about sport is sport should not be segregated in the very first place. And there's very few people agree with me with that. Why should sport be segregated? Because you're inherently assuming that women are inferior to men. And if you've got to sit down and actually accept that and admit that, because they are in some ways, if you sit there and like that woman that came across the roundabout to start with me today, God, she didn't get very far, Okay, she started talking about her man, she's going to get her man. They all do that, don't they? If she's a strong woman, like she's mad, she came across traffic and everything, it was nuts. I never actually realised she was coming across. It sort of happened in a weird sort of way. Right, so the firelight session is a really effective one tonight. At first I thought it should just, there's no reason why Anything going around about it. At first I thought she was just walking through it or something, or she was going in. At first I thought there was something funny about her. You know, I thought, what the hell is she doing?
Before it's too late, and over 50s are entitled to a free PSA blood test from your GP. Donate today and help save a dad. Visit prostatecancersupport.org/donate to learn more.
But I'll show you the footage, I'll put it on. I don't know what she was up to. I mean, it's very unusual going around about, but who am I to say you can? You can if you want. I'm on it. You can go on it and all. But it's very unusual that somebody would go on it. It's the first time that's ever happened to me. I'm feeling more empowered by it now. If you want to tackle me when I'm out videoing, any person wants to do that, they do so at their own risk. And you've got to be, you know, you are going to get videoed. I've served my time in this, so to speak. The first time was down in Stirling. Well, no, the first time I was up at a roundabout at Windsor Mill, and this guy came out asking what I was doing and everything. No, next time anybody does that, they're getting videoed. I don't know what you're going to do. I'm videoing you for content. I'm not asking you to come and tackle me, whatever I'm doing. So that guy, the guy at Windsor Mill, was lucky I never videoed him. Then the next time there was somebody jumped off a bridge in Stirling, and I was videoing the emergency vehicles and so on and so forth. This guy with a pullover came up and told me we needed some privacy. I went away. I should have videoed. If that happened again, I'll video him. If you think I'm breaking the law, you get the police. I'm videoing this. There's no law against it. People think there is and there isn't. Not in this country, not in Great Britain. Scotland, there isn't.
Is the man himself. Eric, welcome to the show, Mr. Walker. So what you said was a statement of fact, a statement of truth, yet that seems to be off-piece with the Green Party. Tell us what else you said about some of your opinions on trans people.
Yes, well, there's a small group in the Green Party at the top who the nice people at the bottom mostly don't know anything about. And there are various disputes in the Green Party, as in other parties, for instance, about HS2. We've got divided opinion about joining NATO, and divided opinion on this issue of trans people.
Trans people.
That is where the trouble starts, because there's a certain amount of intolerance among a small group who, because of the way the Green Party is structured, it's very easy, although there may be 50 to 60,000 members, a smaller group has only 200, can make changes to the policy and obtain seats on the most important committees.
Eric, I can't believe you're 100, and by the way, thank you for your service, serving at D-Day, absolutely phenomenal. And you also said some trans people are young children who look stuff up on the internet, and that is also true. And you also said that some trans people are mavericks who do it for a lark, or to cause havoc to other people and their causes, which is also true. Can I ask you quickly, Eric, how many trans people do you think served at D-Day?
Sorry, how what?
How many trans people do you think served at D-Day?
That wasn't an issue that was raised, of course. In the same way you wouldn't have known, it wasn't known how many gay people were on the landing transports. But of course it came, and this is part of the problem. Of course, we all know about Stonewall, which was set up in the days when to be gay was illegal, and it pushed the issue that it should be made legal, which I rightly agreed with. And then once, of course, it was legal and same-sex marriage allowed, it really should have closed down because it had achieved its aims, but it didn't.
Eric Walker, we have David there. We've simply run out of time. Thank you so much for joining us on the show tonight. We've got a quick statement from the Green Party. It says this: we can't comment on individual cases, but our governance bodies are in the process of reviewing some no-fault suspensions. Now, a quick word from the host of the next show, State of the Nation.
Well, I mean, how many trans people served?
Nuggets, I think, because of this non-deportation and can we deport people with human rights?
To say how many trans people were at D-Day is quite a stupid thing to say, actually, because You know, first define what is a trans person. So, you know, there would have been trans. If you want to go down that thing, yeah, there would have been trans people or persons serving at D-Day. There's a whole range of people, you know. So it's just a stupid thing to say. It was quite an emotionally unintelligent thing to say. So basically, there is, you know, going by there, right, so the newsreader there, forget his name, he doesn't believe trans people is a thing, so you can't have it both ways, you know, so you need, there's no such thing as trans people, you know, so how could they serve at D-Day then? You know, and the other thing about, the stupid thing about that, how they're sort of banning or blocking trans people from LGBT, QIA, blah, whatever it is, groups. But what they're forgetting is that these trans people are part of these other groups. So you get L, lesbian, bisexual, gay, you know, all these different things. They're inherent. I mean, they sort of seem to think these things through. They're just as daft as some of these activists. You know, it's like, so if you're not trans, then that would make you bisexual then, wouldn't it? If you're sleeping with people of the opposite biological sex of what you were born in, having sex with them. Or, no, not the opposite, you fucking clown, that's heterosexual. The same, I mean, female, if you're a female, you sleep with other females, males sleep with other males, and they're getting their knickers and twists over this whole thing. Human beings do shit like that. So the whole lot of them just need to stop going on about it, the trans thing, you know. Oh, very nice. Black. Right, so the trans people. So he was. This guy, this Eric Walker, sounds like he was in the Green Party. He's in the Green Party, so he's weirdo anyway, isn't he? So this is all you're doing is this is just like this is OCD. This is what this is. I remember I was at a trans women's meeting in Glasgow, and this woman said to me that I wasn't a real trans woman. And how deluded is that? You know, that she thought she was a real trans woman, a real, and I wasn't. So I wasn't even a real fake one, because a real trans woman isn't a real woman, is it? Going by, you know, for it to be possible. You know, I think I'm blending a lot of shit. Look, so the fire's lit, right? The fire lighting session is over. How are we doing with that? Well, that one's going to fall out when I open the door, isn't it? Oh no, it hasn't. Oh, just about. So basically, there you have it, you know. So thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. And if T4 Lovers is watching this, a big shout out to T4 Lovers. He's a great guy, I really like him. He's up north. He's travelled all over the place working. He lives up in Wick. And you should go and have a look at his videos. Get a lot of boats and stuff. He's into fishing and stuff like that. Right, so there's the fire lighting session. If it's going. So that's what we've got tonight. We'll get some of that. What we'll do is we'll lift that down there, and that gives it an extra bit of, you know, it kind of any dampness that's in it. But this stuff all seems pretty dry. I really still haven't got myself a moisture, a moisture meter yet. That's the thing I need to do. So that's what we do with that. We'll get them stacked out like that. That's what we do. We'll always sort of keep ahead of it, like, you know, we'll go out in the morning and get another load. So I've got that, and all that sitting there, or drying. Well, it's already dry. It's just to sort of like give it that extra. Make sure there's no dampness in it at all. That's what we're saying. Right, so here we go tonight. We'll shut the door. I'll finish my beer before I go. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for watching the videos. Sorry about the cock up earlier. So one of the things, my friend's coming around tomorrow. And on Wednesday we're going out for coffee. We're going to a cafe. He's got to take his car to the garage. So I'm looking forward to just getting out for coffee and a cake or something down Stirling. So what I was going to say was that we're going to set up the office. I'm hoping to do videos, live streaming videos. Why don't you just do it when I'm currently I'm using the dining room. I'm going to use the office and start. I'm going to have like artwork and everything in the background and stuff. It should be pretty cool. I'll get into doing lives and we'll give that a go and see how that works. Which is going to be good fun. Do you know what? I think partly what it is, I'm a bit scared of failure. We're all scared of failure, aren't we? And I'm a bit scared that somebody comes on and I'm doing a live stream and tells me I'm an arse. And I think it's the fact of the matter is, I know I'm an arse. I know I'm a failure. So is that why I'm scared of it? Well, or somebody's going to say something that hurts my feelings or something like that, you know. And that's just me being fragile and incompetent. At the end of the day, look, that's not going to happen. Well, it might happen. You just ignore them. Just ignore them. And then you'll know if they're nefarious. Just block them. Get rid of them. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I bought a canvas today. I'll get it. Hold on. Just stay there. Don't go. Right, so that's the canvas. Right, yeah, they don't know what a canvas is. Right, so what we'll do, hang on, don't go away, stay there. Right, there's a canvas. So that was from Lidl's. It was £4, £3.99, and that is the pastel drawing. Anyways, please remember to like, share and subscribe, just in case this phone cuts out because it's gotten hot. So that we've got to put that on, or one of the other ones, whichever one's the best, onto there, in paint. So first thing we need to do is paint that with emulsion, and then build it up. Paint that on. What do you think of that then? So basically we've got to put that on there. We might even do a border on it. Why not? Why not do a border? So that'll be great fun, drawing that half that no entry bit on in the Mini. Wow. And that'll be the finished of that. That'll be the end of that saga, if you like. So, alright, that's what we're going to do. So I'll get started on that tomorrow. It'll take ages to do the painting. So I'm going to get going now. I'm going to have my tea. So thanks for watching. Blah blah blah. How many times have you said that? The other thing we're doing this week is we're going to Cumbernauld. We're going to do a video down there, and I'll go to that closed place like Wednesday morning. That's happening. Could also get a bus for Cumbernauld actually, because that car park's free at the centre. I could park the car in that. I could sell the clothes, go for breakfast, and instead of coming home, I could get on a bus. What I also wanted to do was go to Hart Hill Services, do a video there. How do you think of that idea? Yeah. I'm almost waiting for all my ducks to be in a row, and it never seems to happen. They're never in a fucking row, they're not. Banks Amber Bitter. It was good. It was good. Bye! Mm.